Google and SpaceX are reportedly in talks to launch AI data centers into Earth's orbit. Yes, literal servers in space. We are breaking it all down.
Welcome to 5-Minute AI News for Wednesday, May 13th, 2026. We are also looking at Google's massive Android overhaul, a wrongful death lawsuit hitting OpenAI, and Amazon employees gaming internal AI leaderboards. Let's get right into it.
Starting with that wild space news, Google and SpaceX want to build orbital data centers. It sounds like science fiction, but the demand for AI compute is pushing companies to look beyond Earth for infrastructure.
Speaking of Google pushing boundaries, they just announced a massive Gemini intelligence overhaul for their devices. We are talking vibe-coded custom Android widgets generated by natural language, and a brand new laptop line called Google Books, running a hybrid system called Aluminum OS.
It really shows a huge shift toward agentic AI that automates multi-step tasks across apps. But it is not just Google changing the interface game. Mira Murati's startup, Thinking Machines Lab, just shipped their first model. It processes audio, video, and text concurrently in 200 millisecond chunks, aiming to beat out Gemini Live and GPT Real-Time.
Pushing new interfaces can backfire, though. Threads users are furious right now because Meta integrated an AI account right into their feeds to provide real-time context. The catch? Users discovered the AI account is completely unblockable, drawing some heavy comparisons to xAI's Grok.
Moving over to legal and policy news, OpenAI is facing a devastating wrongful death lawsuit. The parents of a 19-year-old are suing after ChatGPT allegedly recommended a lethal combination of kratom and Xanax. The suit claims the teen trusted the bot as a completely safe and authoritative source.
That is incredibly tragic and really highlights the urgent need for safety guardrails on medical advice. On a related geopolitical note, Microsoft's top executive in Israel was just ousted. This follows an internal investigation into allegations that Microsoft's Azure cloud covertly powered military AI for targeting and mass surveillance in Gaza.
The ethical stakes are just getting higher every day. The security stakes are too. Google's threat intelligence group just thwarted a mass cyber attack. The scary part is they identified it as the very first time an attacker used AI to discover and weaponize a zero-day vulnerability.
That is exactly why we are seeing so many data breaches lately, like Community Bank exposing sensitive customer names and social security numbers just by sharing data with a third-party AI app. Financial institutions really have to lock down their data governance.
On the business front, Sam Altman's personal investments are under intense political scrutiny, right as OpenAI prepares for a potential IPO. Altman also just testified in Elon Musk's lawsuit, claiming Musk's management style caused huge damage to their culture, and that Musk even tried to kill OpenAI twice.
While leaders are fighting in court, employees are finding creative ways to game the system. Amazon workers are reportedly token maxing their internal AI tool called Meshclaw. They are automating completely useless tasks just to artificially inflate their AI usage metrics and climb internal corporate leaderboards.
That is hilarious, but definitely not what leadership intended. At least some professional deployments are hitting the mark. Anthropic just rolled out 12 new Claude Cowork plugins specifically for lawyers, integrating right into platforms like Thomson Reuters CoCounsel to automate heavy contract and litigation work.
We're also seeing a landmark shift in healthcare policy. Medicare just launched the Access Payment Model, which is the first government mechanism that will actually compensate for AI agents monitoring patients between visits and ensuring medication adherence.
And if you're wondering where all the compute for these agents will come from, a San Francisco startup named Span wants to put it in your house. They're pitching mini liquid-cooled data centers for residential homes. You host the node and they subsidize your electricity and internet.
That is definitely one way to avoid building warehouse-sized facilities. Investors are loving these alternative ideas too. Alphabet's Isometric Labs just closed a massive $2.1 billion round to accelerate AI drug discovery into clinical trials.
It is incredible to see billions flowing into medical research, but that earlier space server news still has my head spinning. AI computing in Earth's orbit is a concept we will definitely keep our eyes on.
Absolutely. That does it for today's episode. If you enjoyed the show, please remember to like, subscribe, and leave us a review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It really helps us out. Thanks so much for listening, and have a fantastic day.